but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So I mean, basically what Joshua is saying here is, as for him and his family is going to worship, is going to serve God. So when you hear that phrase, family worship, like what is it that comes to your head? What do you think that means?
Well, I mean, I think it takes, for me, I think two things. I think there's the family devotion side of that we're supposed to read the Word, pray together, sing songs together. And then I also think there's the practical side of just what our family does in terms of what our focus is. Are we making the name of Christ known, or are we kind of just in our bubble doing our day-to-day, week-to-week things? And both of those, I think, are integral pieces of family worship. And so it's kind of a two-pronged thing, at least in what I initially think about family worship.
I think the word that's kind of important to me in that passage is family. As for me and my family, it doesn't say as for me and myself, or even me and my, as an individual, but as for me and my family.
Yeah.
For us, since Hannah's come along a couple of months ago, singing and glorifying God with our song and with our voices, usually maybe while we're changing her or feeding her, changing a diaper. And even we can see a worshipful heart from her that's joining us to worship the Lord. Also, we have a chance to worship the Lord by serving and visiting families. Last night we were able to visit one of our senior members of our church and just encourage her and fellowship with her as well.
So Hannah's getting to experience life. Even as a baby, we don't always just take her to a babysitter. We want her to live life and experience fellowship and worship through that. And just having her be able to, and me actually working at our church, she's living life with me. So she's getting to see Mommy worship in different ways, and serving and reading the Word and singing. So.
Yeah, I always go back to where Paul is saying, present your bodies as living sacrifices. It's like, it's not just, let's sit down and, sing or play some songs. Like, it's what you're saying, and what Mac was saying, it's the what we do, how we serve, how we love, and just in everything that we do, all of that wrapped up is presenting, our families, it's worship, just everything, all encompassing.
I have one thing that me and my son have done through high school is once a month we get up and go to IHOP during the week because we don't get to have breakfast at all during the week. He goes off to school and I go off to work, and so and while at IHOP, and IHOP is our place, we sit in the same place, we play Bible and football trivia. And so it's really cool. He really enjoys it. And it's a time that we get to come outside of our home and do this as a family.
I was going to say, to me, worship is also just acts of service between each other. It could be me supporting him if he needs time to do music, or he can help me whenever I feel overwhelmed and he can do the dishes that night, or we can make dinner together. I think that's part of worship within the family.
Definitely.